Man. This was the first three games in the renowned Mega Man series compiled for the Genesis Mega Drive. Beat all 3 games to unlock Wily Tower, where you will challenge a new boss. Wait, this is just Mega Man 1 through 3? Huh. Okay. You're getting better and better. Yeah, I remember you feeling under the weather. That's good to hear that you're improving though. You have an idea how long it's gonna take? Like how much more time you need before you're like a hundo P again? Yeah, what is Mega Man the Wily Wars? I read like it was just so shoot B, jump C, window A. Okay, there's no real difficulty here. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. It's Thanksgiving. It's a long weekend here in Canada, which is why I'm streaming now. I normally don't stream at this time on weekdays, but we've got the day off today. I thought I'd mess around, play with this new Sega Genesis Mini. Oh yeah, this is just Mega Man's 1, 2, and 3. Huh. Okay, well I have to play Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is one of my all-time favorite games. I've never played this version of Mega Man 2, so let's get it. I am a little tired, though. I will say that. We had Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, Thanksgiving dinner last night at my in-laws' place, and it went a little longer than I thought. Game select. Mega Man 2. Okay, I gotta enjoy this music here. Cool, I've never seen this before. Like, this is one of my all-time favorite games. I didn't even know this version of it existed. So this is gonna be fun. This music's a little different. I know Bubble Man's not normally the best. You want to get Metal Man first. I love the Bubble Man music. My all-time favorite. Like, one of my all-time favorite songs in video games. It's like #1 for a long time. Celeste might be my #2. Or my #1 now, but... Man, yeah, this looks very different from what I remember it being. Yeah, like from the NES game. Like, this definitely looks nicer. Oh, there's that nice big health power-up. Let's get that. Man, there's so much clicky-clacky in the buttons. At some point, we will probably stream this in full. I like this game a lot. Like, Mega Man 2. Are you guys at all fans of the Mega Man series? Yeah, growing up, this was one of my all-time favorite games. Still one of my all-time favorite games. I play through this seemingly once a year, just to remind myself, like, hey, this game was a lot of fun, and I vividly remember a family friend of ours, Ryan. Shoutouts to Ryan, who bought this game, and like I'd never seen Mega Man 1 growing up. I've only seen it in like compilations and stuff. But Mega Man 2, we played the hell out of this game, and like it didn't matter that you could beat it in one sitting. Like we just played through it again and again and again because those levels were so fun to play. So yeah, you're actually getting more than 42 games on this compilation, if you count this as 3 separate things, which is nice. I finished a lot, never played Mega Man 64, which is the only one. Oh man, Mega Man. I have not played Mega Man 64, but I know Mega Man 64 is a very different beast from the classic 2D Mega Man games here. So yeah, they spun this series off like 80 billion times. Kind of drove it into the ground, to be honest. They just made too many of them. Although the new Mega Man 11, they took a break and thought about it. Made some nice touches. Like, I don't think it's a revolutionary game. Oh, geez. That was cheese. I've always been intrigued by the style, but never got the hang of them. Okay. Yeah, for me, I've owned... I still want a physical cartridge of Mega Man 2. I have it on the NES Classic. I've bought it on the Wii Virtual Console, the Wii U Virtual Console. I guess I now have it here in Wily Wars. I've got the GameCube compilation of Mega Man's 1 through 8. And yeah, Mega Man 11 on the Nintendo Switch is really good. It's on everything, actually. You can get it on PS4, Xbox One. It's a pretty good version, like, pretty good iteration of Mega Man. There's... the boss fights are really nice, and they've got different phases to them. And they do some stuff to really intelligently tune the... I hit the button, like, oh, my thumb slid right off. It was still my fault, but... Can't believe I'm struggling this much. How many lives do we have left? Oh, I can't even tell here. Remember the show Video and Arcade Top 10? Love the Mega Man episodes. Ah, so here's a cool thing about Video and Arcade Top 10. For those who were not in Canada, Video and Arcade Top 10 was a video game show where players would go on a set and they were all playing the same game at the same time, and they had like 20 minutes, and whoever got the highest score or made it the farthest in the game would win. I love that show. I watched the heck out of it. But our biggest family claim to fame is that my cousin was on that show, and he actually won. So shoutouts to my cousin Rob, R.I.P. He went on the show and he played... That crab! He was on that show and he won, and that was kind of held as like he was like the alpha gamer in the family because of that for a long time. And I mean, it's not a competition, like, but yeah, that was really dumb. All right. I didn't even get the save. Okay, let's go to save stage select, and we're gonna go with Metal Man first. Man, getting on that show was my dream. Me too. I always wanted to be on that show. You wrote it. Yeah, I never actually took the effort to get on the show. But it was something I wanted to do, and it was cool to see my cousin Rob on. I keep trying to look on YouTube for those clips, but I can't find it. I can't find that episode. No one has gone through the effort to put all of that on the internet, so it's just not... haven't been able to find it. I wonder if his parents have it on video somewhere. Probably have it on VHS somewhere. Where I am from, they have nothing like that ever. It was a very unique concept. I don't think that show existed anywhere in the world, to be honest. YTV are knobs with their digital rights. Yeah. Well, YTV was a crazy channel. Like, in hindsight, I haven't watched YTV of late, but that channel was, like, crazy ahead of its time and very progressive in its, like, kids content. Such a cool channel with such great stuff. And the programming, even in between with, like, their VJs and, yeah, stuff like Video and Arcade Top 10, like, nothing like it anywhere. Such a cool show. And I learned about so many different games because of that show. I don't know if that would work now. like, as a TV show, just the nature of the games that people would play don't really work in that format anymore. Like, hey, let's go play, I don't know, Final Fantasy or Metal Gear Solid. And it's a 30-minute program, and you're still sitting through the opening cutscene before the game even starts. Like, and that's not to throw shade at Kojima or Metal Gear or anything. It's just the way games are now. A lot of games wouldn't work for the format of that show. Also, we're not doing well heading into the boss. This feels weird. This does not feel like Mega Man 2. Like, the particulars of the physics feel off. And the amount of shots you can fire and the rate you can fire at, like, they've been tweaked. And I know I'm not playing at my best. That's not trying to make excuses here for my poor play. Per se. Ah. Speaking of YTV, a year or so ago, I actually went to Toronto Comic-Con, and they did a YTV reunion. PJ Phil was there, Tarzan Dan was there, and a bunch... Oh, we're probably dead. Can we get some lives health here really quick? Probably not, because I think this is the boss. At least we can get through the door, and hopefully we have enough lives to get through. And there was a reunion between a bunch of VJs, and that was so awesome to see. And they shared a whole bunch of cool behind-the-scenes stories. Oh, wait, I'm going to burn it early, YOLO. Because we're not going to play through this file that seriously anyway. And we got 1 life, so let's make this count. Oh. Also, this boss is way harder to kill on the Genesis than on the SNES. Or on the NES. Yeah, I don't remember having this much trouble. I mean, it's probably for the best. Metal Man was a complete pushover in the original games. Oh, I ran right into that. I'm really waiting for Streets of Rage 4. My older brother and I used to play that just to listen to the soundtrack. I played Streets of Rage 4 for the first time this week. Not Streets of Rage 4, Streets of Rage 2. That soundtrack is incredible. Oh my goodness. Alright, we should play a little bit of that right after this. Like, the first 2 levels of Streets of Rage, just for those songs. Like, wow. This is gonna be a close one. Metal Man's kind of taking the lead here. All right, no, we're toast. Wait, can I? No!